The 3 lines of defense are one of the most important parts of Module 7. To begin off with, we have our first line of defense. These include our 2 barriers, physical and chemical barriers. Damage to these barriers are detected by PRR, or pattern recognition receptors, on the cells of our second line of defense once the first line releases PAMPs and DAMPs, pathogen-associated and damage-associated molecular pathways. Our second line of defense constitutes of 6 different types of cells. These include phagocytes, such as neutrophils and the more chronic macrophages, dendritic cells, natural killer cells, eosinophils and basophils, mast cells, important for the production of histamine and the inflammatory response, and plasma proteins that are going to be important for activation of the complement system. The biggest part of the second line of defense is going to be pyrexia, or the fever response, and inflammation. Make sure you revise these from your ACE notes. Dendritic cells and macrophages are going to be involved in antigen presentation. This occurs through the MHC class II molecule. Antigen presentation is going to lead to clonal selection for our third line of defense. The 4 tenets of clonal selection are listed above. Once the third line of defense is activated, we now have 2 arms. The humoral line, or the humoral response, involves our B cells. These include plasma B cells that produce immunoglobulins to remove extracellular pathogens, and memory B cells that provide immunological memory once the immune system has cleared off all the other cells. The cell-mediated response is going to be constituting of 4 different types of cells. These include helper T cells, also called CD4 plus T cells, that are going to be important for antigen presentation as well as the activation of the humoral response, suppressor T cells that remove all excess cells once the pathogen is cleared, cytotoxic T cells that remove intracellular pathogens using the MHC class I molecule. These cells are also called CD8 plus cells, and memory T cells. Memory T cells, similar to memory B cells, help give immunological memory once the immune system has cleared the pathogen. If you would like more Mod 7 content, let us know in the comments.